Today's Manna. 가스펠라이프 철치 데니얼 킴 목사가 보내드리는 시간입니다.
Hello to the friends and family of KCBS. My name is Daniel, and welcome to today's Manna. A couple weeks ago, I preached at my Sunday morning service about gratitude. And while I was preaching about gratitude, while looking at the verse from Luke chapter 17, as we were reading and processing the story of 10 lepers, and the fact that only one leper came back and showed gratitude to the Messiah was such an inspiring story, reminding each one of us to be grateful to our Father at all times. However, while I was writing the sermon, I was pretty convicted that I have also faced a season where I didn't express gratitude to my Father. Not only to the eternal Father, but also to the physical Father, and my mother and my spouse, and my friends and my colleagues, and my other fellow pastors, where I have realized that there were times where I neglected some small things where I forgot to show gratitude to these people around me. I believe that all of us who are listening to this, we all wait for such a big moment, a big decision, a big breakthrough, and even the big dreams. But you see that God actually cares about many, many little things, and how we handle them reveals our heart for the big things. And I also believe that God tests us, He grows us, and He speaks to us through the many small things that you and I face every single day. Luke chapter 16, which is ironically funny because this was a teaching from Jesus right before He preached, right before He was healing the lepers. Luke chapter 16, verse 10, it says this: He who is faithful in a very little thing is faithful also in much. What this verse is teaching us is that, hey, if you're focused and if you're faithful, if you're grateful for little things, you're going to be able to carry on bigger things and bigger responsibilities in the future. One of the things that I'm thinking about is a toothbrush test. You know, you can actually tell a lot about someone how they treat the things that actually seems insignificant. You know, for example, do they put the cap back on the toothpaste? Do they leave the bathroom clean for the next person? You know, this may seem really silly, but you see that this reflects responsibility and thoughtfulness. Because although this may seem so little, faithfulness actually starts with a toothbrush level decisions. Or maybe think about you having a Lego. If you've ever stepped on a Lego on a bare foot, you know the pain. But this one small block can ruin your day, but every Lego brick, when actually it's placed correctly, it actually builds castle and spaceships. I think when you think about this Lego analogy, these are the little things when these are handled with care. These little things can actually build something that is extremely beautiful. And I also believe that Jesus loves the small things. You see in John chapter 6, we see that Jesus takes a small boy's lunch, just 5 loaves and 2 fish, and feeds over 5,000 people. You see that God uses what seemed like not enough because someone offered it. Friends and family, never underestimate what God can do with what little that you can give. What are the 3 things that you can actually focus and be grateful and faithful on little things? First of them, is this: for you to be showing this at school and also at work. Show up on time, be kind to people, don't cheat because it matters. Show integrity. At home, friends, do chores without being asked. If your spouse is asking for a favor, say yes. Respect your parents. Respect your spouse. Respect your kids in your tone and your timing. Also with God, start the day with your word. Start the day with a prayer. Pray a simple prayer. Be faithful in a small spiritual habits. Many of these small acts of faithfulness actually become the road that God uses you to lead you into the big life that He's preparing for you. Start small, stay steady, because God sees it all.
지금까지 가스펠라이프 철치의 데니얼 킴 목사였습니다. 성경이나 예수 그리스도에 관해서 더 알기를 원하시는 분은 시카고 기독교 방송 전화 847-583 영원 구원으로 연락 바랍니다.